We're getting to talk story today with the Nahoku Hanohano Award winner who's originally from Hilo, Hawaii, but she is in Honolulu, but she is in the process of making the move over to the continental United States. Ladies and gentlemen, Brittni Paiva. Hi, Britt.
Hi, how are you?
It's so nice to see you because, we've talked so much here. Not only have you been here on this show, but also through streaming and virtual. We've talked with, what is it, Ukulele Hawaii Friends? Or Ukulele Friends Hawaii?
Yeah, Ukulele Friends Hawaii.
Mention some of the people that are in there in that channel that we're usually streaming.
Gosh, we have like pretty much everybody. We have Jake, we have Brian Tolentino, Holly Seabury, Connell Hopkins. We have Asa Young. It's so much fun when we get together, and it's like jokes all day.
It's like your top ukulele kolohe players. So yeah, that's basically
Yes.
it. But you are now on a new journey, and I want to bring in. Please introduce your partner in music.
All right. So my partner Jazz and I we actually met from the same piano teacher. We were taking lessons around the same time when we were about 5 or 6 years old. So we just recently started collaborating on a pop music duo project. So this is Jasmine Crowe.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Jazz, welcome to the show. Jazz, just so everybody knows, where are you right now?
I'm in Los Angeles, California, but I was born and raised on the Big Island in Hilo, just like Brittni. So we grew up together.
What area in Hilo?
Come on a drive.
Come on. Nice. Okay. So, kind of tell me, Black Bow is the name of the duo, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell me about how this came about.
Okay, so do you want to take this one?
I guess I'll start. So I've always loved and admired and respected Brittni as a recording artist and as an instrumentalist. And being a pop singer songwriter living in Los Angeles after I moved from the Big Island, I wanted to collaborate with her on a track. And so I wrote this song called Love is Love last year and thought, oh my gosh, I need to get Brittni on this song. I need to get her ukulele on there. So we collaborated on the track, and she flew out to do the music video with me. And then she was a featured artist on the song when it was released. But when she went back home, she said, I'd love to write a song with you. And I was like, okay, great. I'm always down to write. So once we started writing the first song, we just kept going and kept writing. And then by the third song, we were like, you know what? Maybe we should be a duo. Like this is like a different sound. This is a different project. And because there was a lyric in my song that says all the colors of your heart, like love is a rainbow. I was like, today my heart is black. And she's like a black rainbow, Black Bow. That should be our producer name. So Black Bow was born.
Same story?
Yeah, same story. It was really funny because like maybe a year prior to that, I was working on some production stuff just for fun, and I thought I need like a moniker to use, like some random producer name. And then a year later, we have Black Bow. So yeah, it's been an amazing journey so far.
Awesome. Let's go back to when you guys were growing up Big Island. Okay, so Jazz, what kind of a person was Brittni?
She was kind of quiet.
What?
Kind of shy, but you can feel so much emotion from like her music. It just comes through her heart and her hands, and you can feel what she's feeling on stage when she plays.
Awesome.
So.
Okay, Britt, same thing. Okay, what was Jazz like growing up?
The same, kind of quiet.
Okay, guilty.
Yeah, we would always run into each other, at the grocery store, like at KTA or whatever. And, we would say hi, but we never had a chance to really just, sit down and talk stories and collaborate, So, yeah, it was just like usually a quick hi and bye.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay, so tell me about the kind of music that you guys are making together.
So we're kind of, it's honestly really hard to put our music into one particular genre. But if we had to label it, it would be alternative pop. And the really fun thing about the music that we're making is so during the 7-year hiatus that I had from performing ukulele, from 2013 until, yeah, about early 2019. Um, I spent a lot of time learning production and just watching videos on YouTube and basically trial and error. So I had all of these ideas in my head, but I couldn't get it out because, that's not an area of music that I had really ever ventured into. So when Jazz and I started collaborating, everything that I learned from that point, that's like it came out. And so it's not only combining my skills on the ukulele, which I do incorporate into the music that we write. It's going into pop, into jazz, into EDM, into rock. So there's all these different elements, basically compiling all of my inspirations from the course of my music career. And it's just fusing into this one sound. And then with Jazz and her experience and skills and, vocals and violin and her production skills as well, it's just like, yeah, it's been great. And I'm really, really happy with the music that we're writing.
Okay, so we know that Brittni plays ukulele. So, Jazz, talk a little bit about what you do, what you specialize in.
Okay, well, I'm a singer, songwriter, violinist. I do production with Logic and Pro Tools. I play piano, I play guitar, I play ukulele as well. Not like Brittni, but so she's also a multi-instrumentalist, and I'm a multi-instrumentalist, and I'm a producer, and she's a producer. And yeah, we just kind of really fit well together because we kind of have the same mentality. Especially being from the same place, like being born and raised, and we're both so musical. So for me, I do the lyrics, I do the vocal melodies and top lines and stuff like that. So we kind of came up with a rhythm when we write together, which is I'll send her a poem, like I'll send her some lyrics that I wrote. It has no music to it, but she'll like take that and feel what it would feel like with a chord progression behind it. And then I'll start singing over that and then riffing off her melodies and being like, I hear this melody here, and then she hears this melody there. And then in every one of our songs together, we have a solo where she's featured as a soloist in the middle of the song. And then I'll do like a violin counterpoint to that with her alongside. So that's kind of like the Black Bow stamp with every one of our songs.
So this really sounds like true collaboration.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about pyramids for a little bit.
So pyramids, this was the fifth song that we wrote, right?
Yeah, it was the fifth one.
Okay.
We
so
already got on a roll.
Yeah, so we composed like 13 songs within a few months, and Pyramids was number 5. And so after the Love is Love shoot, I sent her this prism, in the shape of a pyramid, and it's basically meant to, bring creative energy to your creative space. So that was kind of like the core of writing Pyramids, and basically talking about how we create as a duo and all of our goals and all those things. So Jazz was actually on her way to her mom's in New Mexico. And that morning I sent her a beat, and she's like, I don't want to listen to it because I'm ready to hop on the plane, and then it's just going to be horrible because I can't record anything. And I was like, well, too bad I sent it. So I sent it to her, she opened it, and then so the flights to New Mexico, she was writing lyrics, and yeah, it kind of started from there.
That morning I was like, I'm not opening this beat because I'm going to immediately hear a melody. And sure enough, as soon as I heard like the first measure, I was like, building the pyramids. Yeah. I'm like, oh, it's over. I got to sit down and like get this now before I jump on this plane. So the hook was like written within like 5 minutes. And then from like a remote setup in New Mexico in my mom's guest bedroom and a little like microphone and her violin, I did the final take on violin that you hear on the record. And Brittni and I were like on Zoom, just like finishing it. For me, it was like late at night, but it was earlier in Hawaii. But so long distance doesn't affect our our songwriting collaboration at all.
Wow, that's awesome. I do have to ask you, Brittni, we know you as an instrumentalist mainly. How much are you stepping into the being a vocalist spectrum?
Absolutely none.
No? Okay. Okay.
No. Honestly, I do have opera vocal training, but I hate singing. So I will not sing. I sang at the bar maybe twice in the past.
Well, yeah.
Actually,
That's
I
after a
sang
few, right?
once.
That's after a little bit of liquid help.
I sang once and I rapped Slim Shady. That was the only 2 times I ever sang in public. But I don't drink anymore, so singing's not my thing. I
Okay.
leave that to Jazz.
Okay. And,
Well,
and Jazz, I
you
know
know
you.
what?
Go ahead.
Our next Black Bow song, I'm gonna get you to sing something. Just saying.
No, sorry.
Yay!
No. No.
Maybe it'll be background vocals, but it'll be something. So, okay, looking forward to that.
Maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see. You never know.
Okay, you gave us a little bit of a sample there, Jazz, for somebody that hasn't heard before. Could you sing just a couple of lines of anything, just to kind of hear your voice?
Okay. Sometimes love is great, it cannot be explained. Love is everything. It's like the sunshine through the rain. People love to label things, find some sense of what it means. Only seeing black and white. This love was made to celebrate in life. That was from Love is Love.
Britt, good choice. Good job.
See, this is why I don't sing. I sound like a sick cow, like a cow with laryngitis.
Okay, you and I can go have. Well, you don't drink anymore, so I was going to say you and I could sit together and sing because everybody knows that I don't sing, but that's another story altogether. So, what is the light at the end of the tunnel, or is there one? Because it just sounds like you guys are just having fun. But do you have a plan? What's the future?
We're
Gosh, like
extremely-
we want to. Sorry.
No.
We wanna win Grammys for
I
sure.
want to encourage that. I mean, if you were to go ahead and throw the dice and hit all the numbers that you wanted and do what you want to do, what do you want to do?
We want to be topping Billboard charts. We want to be recording with the biggest names in the industry. Gosh, there's so much that we really want to do, and
we want to take over the world.
we want to take over the world. Yes.
Okay. So the journey begins here. What are the plans as far as your releases go? Are you doing little by little? Is there a strategy behind that at all?
So we have 3 songs out right now. The first one was Memorize You. We released it in October. It was actually the first song we wrote together. Second Nature was the second song we wrote, and it has a very island flavor. So right now it's on regular rotation on Oahu radio.
Mhm.
And Pyramids is the third release. And we just released it a couple weeks ago, I think. So it's brand new.
Yeah, the 11th.
Okay, and then finally, Black Bow is the name of the group, but it is being spelled BLVCKBOW. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Where did that spelling come from?
Well, it's kind of like
Because
the
we're
upside
weird.
down pyramid.
Yeah, that's the pyramid that
Pyramid.
sparked the pyramid song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll go
and
with
it's
that one. We'll go
inspired.
with that story. Okay.
It's like it represents the rainbow pyramid, but upside down.
I love it. That's
We're
awesome.
weird.
Once again, we are putting down in the comments right now, moderators are putting down if you want to go ahead and follow Black Bow, if you want to follow them individually and together, that's down in the comments area. So you can go ahead and follow them as they continue their journey. Look for their latest release. It is out on listening platforms right now. Jasmine, Crowe, Brittni, Paiva, Black Bow here on Billy V Live. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Billy.
Thank you, Billy.